How's it, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I would like to say a very big thank you to the more than 70 people who watched the previous video where I put out Alex Morales' comments and asked, what do you even say to this? And I thank you for watching and for all the replies. When I started my series on Do Planets Exist, I didn't realize that I will find Mercury in my western skies. And about a week ago, I saw it. And then for the next couple of days, it was incredibly cloudy. So I was waiting patiently for the weather to clear. And then on Saturday, it did clear, and I was able to get an observation. Obviously, bear in mind that I'm making all these observations with a cell phone. So I dug in my archive and found that in September last year, I was also struggling to see Mercury in the west. And I've included those clips in here. It is quite embarrassing, but I did try. You will notice that I was faced with an extremely turbulent atmosphere back in September 2020 when I first noticed Mercury in the west. And that is because Mercury is so close to the sun. Mercury takes only 88 days to orbit the sun. And it's traveling at a velocity of, well, it varies, but it's an average of 48 kilometers per second. And if you can compare that to the Earth's velocity at only 30 kilometers per second, that can just give you an idea of how fast Mercury is traveling around the sun. And for this little bit, I found out that there were 2 missions to Mercury, and they did find out some things. They found out that Mercury does not have an atmosphere the way we do. It has an exosphere, and they found it composed mostly of oxygen, hydrogen, and helium, potassium, and they found trace amounts of magnesium, calcium, and sodium. So with those 2 missions behind us, we have a new mission already launched on the 20th of October 2018 called the Bepi Colombo. And it will reach Mercury in about December 2025, and its primary mission will last until 2027 or 2028. Now, I had to ask, why does it take 7 years to reach Mercury? Before I get to that, this is Saturday night's observation of Mercury after the couple of days of the cloudy horizon. So as you can see, it is barely visible, and this was done in time lapse. And I made the observation again on Sunday, and then I made the observation again last night. But last night's one, I just filmed live. And just for time constraints, I just sped it up by 1.5. So, coming back to why this spacecraft is going to take so long to get to Mercury, it was another thing that flat earthers have forced me to learn and understand, which is something they probably don't even understand. And the thing that helps us get to Mercury in 7 years is Kepler's laws of motion. So it's very basic and very easy to understand. And when it's explained in this context, Mercury's velocity is very fast, and that spacecraft would have to gain speed in order to catch up to the planets. The one thing I am curious about flat earthers is that why do they insist on the Earth being separate from the rest of the solar system or the rest of the universe? I mean, the Earth is an object in space. It is gravitationally bound by its star. And we on this earth, people on the earth, have no choice but to do what the earth does. So why do you insist on separating us from the rest of the universe? The earth is part and parcel of space. It is moving through space. It is doing what the researchers have said, hypothesized, and found out that it's doing. That's why we see the planets as we do. So you trying to make us separate from the rest of the universe, it's beyond understanding. Human beings are just very, very lucky to actually experience and understand what we are seeing in the night skies. The other creatures probably look up at the sky and see these lights, don't know what they are. We actually get to know and understand what they are. And as a planet that we are on, we understand what our planet is doing. We understand what the other objects in our skies are, be they planets, moons, stars. We can even distinguish which meteors come from which comets. We have discerned all these answers. So the fact that you want to separate us from the rest of space is unnatural. Why don't you just enjoy this journey through space? Because the Earth is part of space. That's it for this video, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, give the video a like, and please join me on Discord for a discussion about my observations. If you might be so inclined, support me on PayPal. Both links in the description. Please, guys, stay safe. Catch you in the next video. Bye.